General Hospital spoilers reveal 2 weeks of emotional turmoil in Port Charles as May sweeps trudges on. Asm, Avery Kristen Pohl, has been a nervous wreck, as any mother would be, ever since Ace was kidnapped from her arms and ended up with Victor Cassadine, Charles Shaughnessy. This coming week, Asm rushes to the hospital as the drama in Greenland is over and Spencer, Nicholas Alexander Chavez, and Trina Pabiana Ali bring Ace home to Port Charles. Asm also has a big decision to make. Does it have anything to do with her memories? Sonny, Morris Bernard, has a lot to deal with in May as he makes it his mission to find out who turned Carly, Laura Wright, and Drew, Cameron Matheson, into the SEC while juggling his life with Nina, Cynthia Watros, and the Pikeman deal. Little does he know what else he is about to learn about some more people who are close to him. Willow, Caitlin McMullen, remains laying on death's door as she awaits her bone marrow. She is not sure whether she is going to live or die and needs some things from Michael, Chad Duell. However, a plane might arrive with the one person she needs most in her life right now. Bex, Evan Hofer, steals time with Jocelyn, Eden McCoy. Will they just talk about Big Bad Sonny? Sonny enlists Diane's Carolyn Hennessy help. This mobster always seems to have legal troubles. Carly has a frank talk with Dante, Dominic Zamprogna. Does she want to know what she is up against? A body is recovered. Something tells us this body is actually in Greenland. Willow gives Michael food for thought. She wants him to be loyal to his family members. Michael and Willow share a tender moment. She is near death, but at least she forgives her husband for lying to her for a year. Dante and Sam, Kelly Monaco, put their heads together. They'd have a mystery to solve. Which mystery might it be? Robert, Tristan Rogers, is in for a surprise. The women in his life always shock him. Ned, Wally Kurth, defends himself. He did not turn Carly and Drew into the SEC, and that's that. Nina is concerned. Will Sonny figure out what she did to Carly Tracy? Jane Elliott shares her theory. She might know something about Luke, Tony Geary, and who called the SEC. Olivia, Lisa Lucicero, is skeptical. She is not quite sure she believes Carly and Michael's accusations. Maxie, Kirsten Storms, needs help. She has a deception problem. Taggart, Real Andrews, warns Portia, Brooke Kerr. She needs to tread carefully with Trina. Sasha, Sophia Matson, shuts Carly down. Good on her if she defends Nina and tells Carly to zip it for a change. Trissy calls in a favor. She has many people who like to help her. Chase, Josh Spickard, throws himself into work. He is so happy to be a cop again. Cody, Josh Kelly, seeks out Selena Lydia Look. He needs help bringing down Gladys, Bonnie Burrows. Asm rushes to the hospital. It's time to be reunited with big baby Ace. Portia is grateful. Does she finally have Trina home? We're sure she wants to thank Curtis. Donald Turner. Michael makes a big decision. Is he ready to give up his vendetta? Dex, Evan Hofer, is thrown. Does Michael fire him? Jocelyn, Eden McCoy, visits Willow. Will they talk all about the wonders of Carly? Nina weighs her options. She needs to make sure nobody knows what she did. Scott, Ken Schreiner, is relieved. Is he reunited with Lysel? Sonny is taken by surprise. Does he learn what Michael has been up to? Dex's news leaves Jocelyn shaken. What do you mean they can't bring down Sonny? Gladys takes a loss. What are Selena and Cody up to? Scott pitches a new plan. What is the attorney up to now? Brooke Lynn, Amanda Seton, reports for duty. She has a new position. Nina arrives at Carly's. Oh, that does not sound good at all. Robert seeks romantic advice. What will he do about his love life? Diane, Carolyn Hennessy, puts her cards on the table. Sasha faces her fear. Is it time to revisit the scene of a crime? Cody rides to the rescue. Will he be Sasha's newest hero? Robert does some digging. He is going to learn more than he ever bargained for. Dante reaches out to Mac, John J. Dork. Dante knows a big secret. Portia seeks out Ava Maura West. It's time to talk about Trina and Spencer. Alexis, Nancy Lee Grine, makes an offer. Will Gregory Harrison, accept this offer? Asm ponders her options. Could this have something to do with her missing memories? Jordan, Tanisha Harper, offers congratulations. Alexis gets an invitation. Will she accept this invitation? Sam, Kelly Monaco, is thrown. She is about to learn shocking news. Molly, Haley Polos, is troubled. Her medical diagnosis is weighing on her mind. Holly, Emma Sams, makes a big decision. It's time for her to leave Port Charles again. Tybert advises Portia. Last week he warned her and now he has some advice. This must all have to do with Trina. Michael updates Dante. Will he swear Dante to secrecy, being that Dante is the keeper of secrets? Jocelyn has a request for Sunny. She has a lot of nerve to ask something of this man who she's condemned for over a year. Sasha supports Nina. At least someone is sympathetic to Nina and all that she is going through. All hail Sasha. Scott meets with Cody. Is he going to be the lawyer that Cody needs most? The author's opinions on GH are his and his alone. They're suitably scathing, fairly humorous, and normally bang on target. When it comes to General Hospital, every fan has their own opinion, and SoPub is no different. For 5 days we sat and watched the good, the bad, and everything in between, and now we offer you a handy review and a cheeky critique of the GH week that was good morning class. Our word of the day is contrived, as in, can you believe how utterly contrived the plotting for this week's General Hospital was? I mean, what are the odds that a 40-something-year-old computer happened to boot up and connect to a weather machine capable of spitting out a mythical substance known as carbonic snow, one which the WSB, an equally mythical spy organization, had no apparent knowledge of, and the only chance of halting the program's progress was the inputting of the chemical formula for the aforementioned fog snow that was known only to the amateur sexagenarian sleuth who happened to be on the scene. And how many times did the armed heroes find the tables turned on them by Big Bad Victor, Charles Shaughnessy? Heck, Holly, Emma Sams, and Drew Cameron Matheson were both dumb enough to turn their backs on him and leave him within reaching distance of the pathogen that he planned on releasing into the atmosphere. Can you say DUMBO? And please don't get me started on Anna Finola Hughes, purposefully exposing herself to the toxin just so Valentine James Patrick Stewart wouldn't die alone. Now we know where her priorities lie, and they are most decidedly not with her daughter and granddaughter. All that said, I'll be damned if Laura Jenny Francis didn't prove herself to be the biggest badass that daytime has ever seen. Luke Spencer Woe, for anyone still baffled, bemused, or bewildered by my inability to abide by Jocelyn Eden McCoy, and Michael Chad Duell, all you need do is watch this week's General Hospital. According to Joss and Michael Sunny, Morris Bernard is nothing but a scummy criminal who should be brought to justice, and yet they believe Carly, whom they both grant committed a felon, shouldn't be made to pay for her crime because they love her. Her crime wasn't that serious. Just because. It's that kind of blatant hypocrisy that turns me right off the characters, not to mention the fact that neither one had a particular problem with Sunny's less than legitimate business practices when they benefited from them. At least Carly, Laura Wright, observes that she should have listened to reason and not bought the stock. Kathleen Gaddy, Liesl Obrecht, is just a gem. Kudos to General Hospital for that edge-of-your-seat Friday cliffhanger. Portia. Brooke Care really needs to table the overprotective mama bear routine. It's starting to grate. She's a Cassadine, not a Demira, but occasionally Helena Cassadine, played by Constance Towers, will rise like a phoenix from the ashes on General Hospital. This time, the actress reprised her role as the evil Cassadine family matriarch courtesy of her son Valentin having a drug-induced hallucination. Not surprisingly, Towers stepped right back into her alter ego's delicious wickedness. Valentin, James Patrick Stewart, was lying near death after his father Victor, Charles Shaughnessy, forced Dr. Liesl Obrecht to inject him with a dangerous drug. Drifting in and out of consciousness, Valentin imagined Helena had come back to haunt him. Towers played Helena as her usual evil self, someone who came to rob Valentin of his will to live. "You are dying," Helena gleefully taunted her son. "It's time to accept reality. You were never good enough, Valentin. Not for Anna Finola Hughes, not for anyone. They'll all be better off without you." As Valentin continued to writhe in pain, Helena did her best to push him closer to the Grim Reaper. There, She consoled her son with fake sympathy. It won't be long now. Of course, Helena wasn't truly there. Her words were a figment conjured up by Valentin's insecurities. That gave Towers a bit of license to be just a smidge more deliciously wicked as she taunted her son, though she didn't have to go far given how badass Helena always is. Don't fight it. The pain will soon be over, said Helena, hoping that Valentin would give up his desire to live. The Cassadine matriarch lamented that she could have made a legend of her son, but instead, he turned out to be just another corpse. As Helena, Towers shares disappointments in people so easily as if she were trading a barb with a rival socialite at a cocktail party. If you're not an evil world leader, the Cassadine villainess has no use for you. As Valentin started to succumb to his father's drug, Helena urged her son to cross over to the other side. Let go, she said. It's easier that way. Don't you trust your own mother? Fortunately, Valentin had some fight still in him. Just then Anna, Finola Hughes, appeared, giving Valentin the strength to banish the vision of his mother. Alas, that meant the end of Helena and the visit from her portrayer, Constance Towers. Still, the actress's brief return was welcome. Kudos to the GH writers for finding a way to bring her back to the show. Honorable mentions. Kathleen Getty reminded us that Dr. Obrecht never loses her edge, even when she's in danger of being killed. I'll instruct you on how to harvest my marrow from my dying body. Now, pull the trigger. Liesel barked at Holly after a gun-wielding Victor threatened the life of Willow's donor. Speaking of Holly, it's been a delight to see Emma Sams back on our screen. Ethan's mom took great, justified delight in rubbing in Victor's face that she was responsible for his inability to be intimate anymore. No more hairs for Uncle Victor. In fact, Victor, you can't even try, can you? Holly gleefully told the Cassadine cat.